We're working on exam 5. Now the first question on our practice exam 5 is a double declining balance question. And so you'll have this same template on yours, so you'll fill it out with your answers for double declining balance depreciation schedule. So first thing I want to remind you is that the double declining balance rate, right, the whole thing about double declining balance is it's double the straight line rate. Okay, so what's the straight line rate? Well, straight line is 1 over number of years useful life, right? So the straight line rate is 1 over the number of years. So if it was going to last for 4 years, it'd be 1/4. If it was 10 years, 1/10, and so on. So in this case, 5 years, right? We've got a vehicles purchased for $80,000, expect to use the vehicle 5 years. That's the useful life, 5 years. All right, so we need that. That means the rate for double declining balance rate is equal to 2 times 1/5, right? So there's our double declining balance rate. All right. So when we do double declining balance schedule, we're recalculating the book value each time till we get to the residual value. So the residual value is 30,000. So once we get to 30,000 over here, we stop. We don't depreciate it anymore. So let's just get started. So we purchase it on the 1st. So there it is. Book value starts out at what it's worth, 80,000. Book value is 80,000. Then we bring the book value over here. It's the end of the year now. We're going to calculate the December, the depreciation for the year. So we start with our book value, which is still 80,000 at this point, times the rate. So that's 2 times 1/5, right? So 80,000 times 2 times 1/5 is 32,000. Okay, or 2/5, I guess I'd call it. So the accumulated depreciation is always whatever the old depreciation, accumulated depreciation was, plus the new. So we have 0 here, plus the new, so it's 32,000, right? So the book value is always the cost minus the accumulated depreciation. So the cost was 80,000, right? 80,000 was the cost. 80,000 minus 32,000 is 48,000. Okay, right. So now we're going to do the next year. Well, 48,000 is our book value. 2 times 1/5, or 2/5 is the rate. So 48,000 times 2/5 is equal to 18,000, right? So 32,000 plus 18,000, right? My accumulated plus my new gives me 50,000. Okay, now I take my original cost, right, my 80,000. 80,000 minus 50,000 is 30,000. All right, so that is the number we were going for here. Now remember from our homework, you don't always get the exact number, so you have to stop when you're going to get it and plug it in here. So that's it. So we're not done. We still have the rest of the schedule, so for the rest of the year, these are all 0. This stays at 50. And these stay at 30. Alright, and that's doing double declining balance. That one might be easier than your test one. You might want to go back and practice some of those ones on the homework and the extra practice problems, because this is the one that mostly trips people up. Alright, see you on problem 2.